What's up, guys? Angry Jackalope here, Rob Ricks, and today we're going to talk a little bit about a couple of different things. So I recently announced we were going to be doing a giveaway for this when we hit 1,208 subscribers. Now, a very astute subscriber pointed out to me, I've got some fans in places where something like this is actually illegal, and it's not just other countries. This actually might be illegal in certain states. I don't know. So real quick before we begin anything else, we need to add one more piece to the 1,208 subscriber contest. In the event your name is pulled and this is illegal for your area, you need to let me know, and what we'll do is we'll figure out some kind of an alternative thing that I can send you, and then we'll open it back up and do another drawing for somebody where this is not illegal, because I don't want to get you in trouble, and I definitely don't want to get fucking in trouble. The last thing I want to do is ship this somewhere then have holy hell rain down upon us, right? So anyway, Tenchi, thank you for pointing it out. It actually was a very good thing you mentioned to me, so I appreciate the hell out of that. All right, so I've been having conversations, and you guys probably just recently saw the video where I was talking about my feelings in regards to Archangel Michael and stuff like this. I think I also owe you guys a little bit of an explanation in regards to my beliefs. Now, understand, my beliefs are my beliefs. You know what? If you believe in pink elephants flying around, I give less than a fuck. That's your belief. I respect you for it. More power to you. I started out this journey a long time ago being very, I guess that cop-out word, spiritual. Was a spiritual person, but I wasn't, I believed in God to a lesser extent as far as, a divine being that created everything. But I've always had this feeling that God kind of created everything and left us to figure it out, right? But I had a lot of weird shit happen to me through the years, and I am not going to be an idiot and say that there wasn't some synchronicity or some other interesting things going on. I'm going to share one story with you, and I think what I'll do from time to time is I'll share other stories with you, just because it's a fun thing to do, and I like to tell stories. And if you like to listen to stories, great. If you don't like to listen to stories, just wait for other videos and stuff. This one is going to be a story about angels. Okay, so a little bit of trivia. When I'm stressed out, you hear people from time to time say things like, "Ooh, go to your safe place. What's your safe place?" Well, for me, one of the most beautiful, serene, peaceful locations I've ever been in was a beach in Hawaii. And it was, I lived in Makaha Valley Plantation. If you went down what was called the back roads, there was a beach there. And I don't know what that beach is called, but it was a relatively quiet beach. Not a lot of people, not a lot of tourists went to that particular beach, which was great for me because I would run down that road, get down there, go jump in the ocean, and would just chill the fuck out. It was fucking awesome. I loved it. So there was one time I was sitting there, and it didn't have big waves. It was a real mellow surf there. Not too aggressive, sandy beach. You could walk out, wouldn't tear your feet up. It's great. One time I was sitting there just kind of floating in the water, just kind of bobbing like this. And it was really overcast, and it was cloudy, and then it started to rain. But it was a trip because the rain was warm. So I'm sitting in the water, my head is just here, my ears are under the water, and I could hear the drumming of the rain hitting the water. And I could hear the shh of the tide. And it was the most peaceful, awesome moment ever. And it was totally etched in my mind. So whenever I would get stressed out or I needed to kind of escape in my mind and go somewhere, it was that beach. It was that particular moment. And it was, throughout my entire life, that is the most serene, peaceful, centered, calm moment ever. Okay? And nobody knew this. Nobody knew this shit. I didn't share this with anybody. Right? Well, years later, because I was probably 17 at that time. Years later, I'm working on a Street Warriors project. And we're in Columbus, Ohio. And we're doing a show. And my wife was stressed out because I was on the road a lot at that time. My friends were helping me with the show. And we had some press that was going to happen that day, and it was a pretty stressful moment for us. And I didn't know just how stressful things were going to get. They were going to get a whole lot more stressful. In any event, we went and had breakfast at this fucking hole-in-the-wall diner. Have no idea what this diner was. And this homeless dude in a fireman's outfit, okay? Not the full fireman's outfit, just kind of the suspenders and the overcoat, right? Comes walking in, and he's beeline straight to me, strikes conversation up. And I'm like, hi, how you doing? He's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm great. He's like, you have some breakfast? Like, yeah, I have breakfast. Hey, come on, sit down. So these were like stools. So the whole time, my business partner, Mike, my friend Salone, they're sitting over there. I'm sitting here, and this guy's sitting here. And I wish I could remember his name, but I can't remember his name now. It's been too long, and my memory is fragmented and shitty. But I want to say it was something like Fred. We'll just say Fred, right? So he's ordering some food, and he's complaining that there's a car part he needs to get, and things are hard for him, and he's doing the best he can to make ends meet, this, that, and everything else. And I'm listening to him, and I'm paying attention, and we're eating and stuff. All the while, my partner and my friend are just giving me shit just under the breath. They're like, hey, is that your boyfriend, Rob? Hey, you should bring your boyfriend over to the show with us, Rob. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, right? They're being typical fucking dicks, whatever, just having fun. So my partner yells across to him, hey, where are you from? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Rephrase. He asked us, where are you folks from? And we said, California. And he said, yeah, I used to live in California. And my partner says, oh yeah? Where? And I look him, and for a moment we make eye contact. He goes, yeah, I lived in California by the beach. The beach. And I'm looking at him like, okay, what beach? There's a myriad of beaches in California. But there was something in the way he said it. It's like when friends try to say an inside joke and they're like, the bunny ears. The bunny ears. There was something he said, something that kind of struck a chord with me. He's like, the beach. The beach. And I'm all, yeah, okay, cool, the beach, right? So I get a little unnerved by that because it felt as if he was in my space and he was touching something that he shouldn't have. It was like a private, like he stirred something in me I hadn't thought about in a while, right? So anyway, we finish our meal, and we part ways. I can't remember if I paid for his meal or not. I don't remember. But I got more shit the rest of the time there. Well, we had a booth babe that was working with us. And at the end of that particular day, she had told my partner and my friend and a few other folks that we had there that she had a friend it was his last night working at a bar and they should all go hang out or something. And I was always kind of like Mr. Business. If we were out doing something, I didn't go out and fuck around and party or nothing else. I was all business. I was away from my family. If I was away from family, shit was business. So I told them, you guys do whatever you fucking want. I'm good, right? Well, I went back to the hotel. I filed reports. I talked with the investors. I did all that stuff. I checked in at home. And the stress level was just here and here and here and here and here. and my wife wasn't happy, and she was just like, I'm getting tired of this, things have to work. I'm like, okay. Well, next morning, I wake up, partner's nowhere to be found. Fucking, my friend Salone, nowhere to be fucking found. I'm like, where the fuck is everybody? Right? And I didn't know how to get to the show. I rode with everybody. Everybody else drove. So, literally 10 minutes before we're supposed to be there to meet with these fucking reporters and whatnot, my partner shows up, fucked up, just faded. We get to the booth. He's underneath the booth, just passed out, right? Tired, everything else. And my friend Salone, he's trying to recover. And then I had another friend named Steve Griffin. Steve Griffin jumped in, and him and a few other people just helped out. And I was just fucking livid. I was out of my mind pissed. Was so upset, so embarrassed, so frustrated. And then all of a sudden, all at fucking once, this homeless dude pops in my head and he goes, "The beach. Remember? The beach." And I just looked at Steve. I said, I just need a minute. I went in a bathroom, went in a stall, sat down, closed my eyes, took a couple of breaths. I pictured the ocean, pictured the water, pictured the warm rain, and I was cool. I was fucking cool. I was cool, man, Luke. Went back out, rocked it, did a good show. Everything worked out fine. An hour later, partner was up. Boom, everybody was firing the way they were supposed to. So, everything worked out. Everything worked out fine. And I got to tell you, if it wasn't for the homeless guy who was talking about his home at the beach, I might not have had that moment of clarity where I could collect myself and get my shit back together. Was that an angel? I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. Me personally, I think it was. There was no way anybody could have possibly known about that. Now, you could say it was a quinkydink, but you put a bunch of quinkydinks together and you call it synchronicity, sometimes there's a little bit of divine hand behind that. So anyway, just thought I'd share with you guys an angel story. I've got about 4 or 5 more, but I figured I'd throw this out and see what you guys thought. All right, so next time, be good to each other. If you like it, please subscribe, tell your friends. Crazy stuff coming, but I will be mixing in kind of some of this stuff from time to time. All right, guys.